Welcome to my first franchise mode. Alright, so we are going to be starting a franchise mode on the YouTube channel. I've never done a franchise mode, but we're going to try it out. It is my second most favorite game mode in Chell. It's fun to just do when none of my friends are on and I can just play on my own. So we're going to be starting a franchise mode with the Atlanta FIREBIRDS. So let's see here. As we have our draft lottery here. We moved from 3rd to 5th. Not too good, but I just wanted to say this franchise mode is based around the NHL 19 X-Tech Saskatchewan Stags franchise mode, kind of very similar, have the same sliders as him, and I just want to say a shout out to X-Tech. He is one of my favorite NHL YouTubers. He really got me into franchise mode. So let's get into this expansion draft. The reason I went with FIREBIRDS was because on the Atlanta flag they have a phoenix, and I thought that was close enough to a Firebird because I don't know, I didn't think Atlanta Phoenix rolled off the tongue, so I went with Firebird. Now, very similar to the Saskatchewan Stags, we are going to auto-generate our picks. Let's see who we get out of this. So, yeah, I did a few tests with this before. Adam Henrique usually gets chosen every time. Tanev I've seen get chosen a lot of times. I didn't get Kyle Poso in my tests. A lot of guys are actually different from my tests. Radek Faxa I didn't get. Quick, I got Rask. Lad I got. Lindholm. I got this. I'm a Penguins fan, but I've never heard of this guy. Don't know why you would choose him. Martin Jones. He's been in a few of my tests. Lipinov. I like Lipinov, but I don't think I've actually had him, but I think that's I don't think he's going to do anything. Good AHL pickup, though. Brody has gotten chosen every time. Braden Holtby, that's kind of nice, but we have 3 good goalies. Justin Schultz I've had chosen every time, and Mason Appleton, who is different. So, it's kind of a stinky draft, and I guess we're going to have to deal with it, though, because, it's just how the draft goes. So let's go into the draft interviews. I've made a bunch of players. Okay, so as we're looking here, I've looked through the draft a little bit already, and the only guy that I made was this franchise goaltender in the first year. I'm not gonna try to choose him, but if he does fall to us, he's gonna be one of those guys where I don't want to choose him because he's really good for us to have right off the bat. I'm probably just going to choose one of the 2 that has the stars next to him that says that the scout recommends. And I think that either of these guys would actually be really good. But we'll look at him. 2 years, and Jameis, he looks like he's a 1-year guy. And I think he wouldn't be bad. He's a power forward. I always love these guys because of their shooting, and I think he would be perfect on our team. Now, the only thing I'm hoping is, since there's this Brent Gardner, and a lot of these guys, I would be fine with either, but a lot of these random high top 6 guys get placed above guys that are definitely better. So that's one thing I don't understand. So I'm just hoping Jamie Jameis, I'm going to call him. I don't know if that's how you say it, but that's a great name. And Jeffrey, we'll call him Jeffrey because that's not an American name. But yes, I created this goalie. He's he's a Spanish goaltender. I decided to make him just medium franchise, see what teams can do with him, because he will be a lethal threat wherever he plays. The lax size, that's what I kind of did, was like, he's going to be good, and he's got great angles and stuff, but it's tough for him with his small size. That is the only guy in the first draft. Now, you will see there are more in the 2nd, 3rd, and possibly 4th draft. I can't remember if I made any for the 4th draft right now. But, so we're going to skip the interviews. No scouts. That's another thing. And normally when I play a lot of my franchise modes, which I don't, I usually player morale off. But I thought I would keep it on, find some chemistry between players, and I mean, just trying to replicate X-Tech as much as I can. Series gonna be fun. The sliders are kicked up to the max. Alright, so we pick at 5, and I don't think I'm gonna move up unless if I can get rid of a guy that maybe. Let's check with Minnesota here. So the Minnesota Wild, they're picking 3rd, and so with our draft picks, we could try to move from 5th to 3rd. Is there anybody here? So like, okay, let's look around at bad contracts. Okay, yeah, TJ Brody. Even though he's good, you know, I'm not trying to be a good team off the bat. Or Calvin DeHaan. He's a perfect guy to add. I know it's probably not going to go through. I just want to try to get the least amount of stuff, get rid of the least amount of stuff as possible. We'll add in the 4th, and then the next draft we'll add a 6th. See if this goes through. They want the 2 picks. Will this go through? Trade rejected. Alright. So maybe not the 6th, and we'll go. See, this is what I usually do, is I trade away too many picks. We'll try a 4th for next year. I did not mean to click on that. Will this go through? No. So I think we're just gonna stay there. We'll get rid of like Calvin DeHaan and all those guys we'll trade them later, but I don't want to give up too much immediately. Wow, he dropped so far. And that Jameis guy went. These are some weird picks. So, we might actually have a good pick, because that's the thing about these drafts, is they are weird. Alright, so I did kind of want this defenseman, but he doesn't look like he did. I don't know how I feel about him, but Boris Nesterov, good name. But I think we're just gonna go with this guy here. He looks to be pretty good. Jeffrey, alright. 71, medium elite. Looks like he's got a good shot, and that looks about it. Good defensive stats other than a shot block. Wow. And then his strength is good. Good acceleration and agility, so if he can up that speed, I can expect him to be on the team in a few years. Okay, so I'm gonna try to trade for another pick mid-round here, just to have a look. Well, maybe we can get rid of Calvin DeHaan here. We can trade our 2nd and just move up for the 1st, adding in Calvin DeHaan, and we'll add the 2nd, and we'll add a 4th. We'll see if this will go through. Not enough. Okay, so maybe the 4th, and then the draft after that, the 4th. You know, we're trying our best. I want some young players immediately, and that won't go through either. Okay. Let's see here. 5th and a 6th for this season. Will this go through? And trade accepted. Alright. So our picks are decimated for next season, but I'm hoping we can get that back. You know, I'm all about trading some players. I just saw a 62 grinder. Wow. Alright. Eddie Dillon. Similar to Jay Bowmeister. I would like a center, though, and I think George Morrison, I don't know if he's grinder, but George Morrison, 6'4", 211. We're going to pick him here, 65, and he's a power forward, yes, 65, and he's medium top 6, and he's got a good shot, and that's what I always like with these tall power forwards, is how they're so good with that. That's a glitch. That goalie thing is a little confusing. So maybe we go with the goalie here, 5 years. Doug Delmore. But maybe we go with Julian Saunders. I don't know here. Now, I'm always not so fond about choosing real players when I have my drafts set like this. So, 4 years for Valery Vorobiev. Kazakhstan. We'll choose him. We'll check him out. 57 starter. He's a project. Clinton Higgins. This guy. Okay, apparently he might have a heavy slap shot, and anything that has to do with a good shot, I'll take it. So Clinton Higgins. Let's check him out. Another defenseman here. Okay, yeah, that wasn't too good of a pick, but he does have a wicked shot, and I always like wicked shots. So, I mean, wasn't too good. Alright, let's check the gems list. Any gems? Nope. Alright, so we'll go back to potential here, and so, okay, this guy's supposed to go later. Curtis Langdon. Or we can go with Nico Vatman. I like the name. I like Finns. Here we go. We're going to choose him, and I'm not surprised he wasn't too good. Abel Yzerman. I know it's Yzerman, but Yzerman. On to signing players here. This is one of my least favorite parts. I hate, especially, I mean, I don't think this first season since, the AI chose it. Usually they don't choose people with 1 year left on their contracts. Yeah, so Bastion, I've seen him get drafted before in my franchise tests, and no goalies, so that needs signed. So we'll just sign Bastion because I do like him. He's a young guy. We'll just sign him to a good deal for some years. Bastion is he could definitely make the NHL roster, especially if he can get up 2-3 overall. After the contracts, let's move on to the free agency period here. This is where we're going to try to trade away some, players that are on high contracts. So, our best point guy is Adam Henrique, which is kind of reeks, Alright, so we're at free agency. We only got 4.9 in cap. Oh boy, and I'm not planning on spending this on anybody good. I think we should just get prospects. Oh yes, sorry, I almost forgot. So, we have 5 players to choose from here in the free agency, and I think this is where I'm going to spend my money, and where I'm going to spend it is, who do we go with? Alright. We have a guy that I came up with a random name generator, Grazer Hashtag. He is a Czech offensive defenseman. He's good at basically anything offensive, and is 6'2". He's got some size, but his physical category lacks. But everything offensively and defensively is not bad. And then we got the medium franchise, Bryden Cole, the Canadian grinder. He's also fast. He's got a better shot, and his physical category, his fight skill is really good. Kind of like a pest, but he's also great defensively, I will say. So we could go with Bryden Cole, or Zay Redreed, the defensive defenseman. Does not have a good shot, but his defensive stats are good. His physical stats are not, but he's got good agility, acceleration. His speed is okay, but his endurance is also good. He kind of reminds me of Brian Dumoulin. Good skater, good defensively. Doesn't show up too good offensively. And then we got the German Chris Servergren. Another guy that I came up with, just a random name generator. He is a power forward and has a great wicked shot. And this is the guy I'm thinking about going with. He has got okay speed. His balance is great. Offensive awareness is great. And these are the types of guys I like. I wouldn't want to just go out there and get Grazer Hashtag. I would like to see, other teams get these players and see how they do. And then a better player, but he's not. He's only a high top 6. Is the playmaker Fred Belkoff. He's American. His speed is off the charts, and his hands and passing are great. His shot, he's got a good wrist shot. His slap shot's okay. He's not great defensively. Great offensive awareness. Pretty bad defensive awareness. Aggressive, and he's okay durability-wise, but he's a small guy, So we're gonna take one of these 5 guys, and I'm thinking it's between Bryden Cole and Chris Servergren, who, I mean, he's German. You rarely see Germans in the NHL, and I mean, I think he would be a fun guy to have. Hashtag, I mean, I would love to have him, but I would love to see him go to some other team. So we're gonna take Serbergren. I think he's gonna be our best bet, as Chicago does want him. We're gonna actually offer him the one-way here, so we can possibly. Oh, so I can't offer him more than that. So we kind of have to hope. He might not even sign with us. I just thought about that. Maybe the one-way will get him here. Servergren, I don't know if he's gonna make the NHL, but I want him to play in the NHL. You know, I want him to play in the NHL. I just thought about it. I probably should sign some more guys. I think we're gonna have to go with a young guy here. I'm thinking Anthony Duclair. He's always great in my franchise modes, and he wouldn't be a bad guy. You know, he's young, and he's got great speed, I must say. And he would just fit perfectly on a first line. I'm guessing he's an RFA. No, he's a UFA, and I think that's actually perfect. We'll offer him the $4 million, and I don't really want to have great guys off the bat, but the thing is, he's young, and you know, he's going to be a guy that's going to be with us. He's kind of like the Cirelli of, when X-Tech had Cirelli. He's going to be kind of that guy. You know, he's going to be, I think he's going to be here for a long time. So let's just hope. Okay, more. I do want to give him. We're going to accept this offer. We get a 3rd and a 4th for next year. It's kind of perfect because we lost a lot of picks, but I would like to switch that pick, that 3rd rounder. Actually, well, that's the thing. Actually, I'm fine with the 3rd rounder. But instead of that 4th from that year, give us the 5th. I don't care. I'll take less. I'll take less for. Oh, I screwed it up. I'll take less for it, because I kind of need picks for this year. The 3rd and the 5th. I'll get rid of the 5th or the 3rd, and John Moore, who is 29, making $2 million. I mean, he's 80 overall, but I don't think he's gonna do much. So we're gonna trade him away, get some cap space, and I don't think we're gonna use a lot of the cap. I think it's gonna be Duclair and him. He's gonna be and Servergren, who does decide to accept, and so I think it's gonna be those 2 guys and then prospects, because for the AHL we're gonna need prospects, and if any of the guys make the NHL, well, great for them. But Taro Hirose, he wouldn't be a bad guy to pick up. He doesn't want too much, and this is the thing I was talking about, is I don't know how I feel about this, but we'll give him a 1 point. So, yeah, this year's 3rd round pick, I'm fine with giving that up. Taro Hirose wouldn't be bad. So, as we look at this, Taro Hirose he's just not bad. I don't know what else to say. I think he'll be okay if he's got good players around him. That's the thing that I'm scared about, as apparently he's great on all penalty killing. I mean, he's got okay stick checking, but his hands, his shots, okay. He's got good skating. To be honest, all I see that's bad with him is his physical category. Other than his durability, isn't too good. It is pretty good. I mean, he's 161, and I think that's where a lot of the bad stuff comes for his physical side. Okay, so alright, I decided to pick up a bunch of players, just young players, and we'll see how that goes with all these player signings. Some are RFAs. I did go out and get a guy that was possibly will possibly not sign because I accidentally didn't give him like the maximum amount, which I kind of figured out works a little better than giving a minimum amount for a two-way, for an RFA. But Taro Hirose has signed. That's nice. Belpito, he was one of the guys I kind of liked. And Ryan Fitzgerald was the other one. But yeah, we didn't really pick up many big guys. But I do want to check with Taro Hirose. I want to see if he does sign. Have decided they're not willing to match. You are given the small salary at stake. You are required to supply the third-round pick. I am completely fine with that. Taro Hirose, welcome to the squad. I'm hoping he can go up a few overall. At least make the NHL team a little bit better. But we're going to go into the trades here and look just for anybody that is a tradable player. I think we're going to keep Justin Schultz. He's going to be a good guy to keep. But one guy that I don't want to keep is, where is he? I can't remember where I saw him. Was Adam Henrique. Even though he did put up a good amount of points, he's getting older and he is like he's putting up goals, and that's what I like. I mean, he's a goal scorer, but he's making 5.8, and that's one thing I don't like. So we're gonna see if any team wants him. Dallas. So I want to see if I can get a pick, and if anything, it's gonna be a fourth or a fifth. So we're gonna get a fourth. We'll try a third. I'm gonna try a third, and we're gonna have to get rid of some of their cap here. Let's look here. Do they have anybody that is a cap dump? Andre Sekera, and I saw another guy that we could probably take for them. I was gonna say Esa Lindell, but I don't think so. So maybe it's just him. This might not work out because they're over the cap, and I did not mean to take him off. So we're just gonna try to trade him to a team that really doesn't want him, because like it's tough to find a team. So we're gonna send over a fourth, and I think we could actually get a little more out of this. Maybe a taking a prospect, maybe Sam Bennett, or okay, this guy, he doesn't look, and I don't know which one of these guys do we go with. I don't have trust in the defenseman really getting better. I would rather have a forward who's top 9. I think he would actually progress better, and this trade is accepted, which is a little surprising there. They had more trade value. So now Anthony Duclair, who only played 66 games and put up 40 points, he could be good. Just watch out. I've had him in previous franchise modes, and I've gotten him up to 88. And he can be a good player. He can put up 30 goals, but I had him more kind of playing as a playmaker type. It was kind of weird, even though he had a good shot, but it was more of his speed, and he had okay playmaking ability. I think that's what helped him out in the long run. So we're going to simulate to the next season. We're going to see how we can do in our first season, and we'll get to check out the what's it called? The year 1 players, and that will be the end of this video. We're going to try to keep these videos short. I got homework and stuff, but let's check out the lines here, just see, who's at the top, who's at the bottom. So, okay, Taro Hirose made the team, but, okay, and then we have, I didn't think he made the team. Serbergren is on the bottom line, but I feel like we could play him somewhere else, because he's a power forward. He's definitely going to be on the power play. With that shot, there's no way he's not playing on the power play. He's going to put up goals. I feel like, let's check the lines here. So, Duclair, okay, let's try him right here, and maybe not Faxa. Maybe Hirose or Sissons down the middle. Yeah, Sissons maybe down the middle. Faxa moves here. He is a center, but I'm fine with Sissons playing center because either of them can play. Now, we do have that kind of problem, but we'll just move Hiroshi down to the bottom line. And I want to check, make sure. Okay, so we got all three of these guys in the NHL. I might send one of them or two down. But our defense, other than the bottom pairing, looks pretty good. Tanev, Brody, Gardner, Schultz. And this is where we're going to put the power play up. Victor Rask, because I don't feel good about Victor Rask being on the power play. We might go 2 defensemen. Let's look at our defenseman here. Yeah, we'll just go TJ Brody, because I kind of like Brody there, because he's always kind of been pretty good at passing, and yeah, he's got 86 passing and stuff. He's also fast. I mean, he could be like our setup guy. Let's see here. Okay, well, we got to fix this up as well. Serbergren, you're going there. Gardner, you're moving back. Duclair, you're moving up. Lindholm, we'll just move him for Sissons. We'll just make sure. Yeah, Sissons can play there. And then Lindholm will go out for... Wait, I can't remember here. Oh yeah, Cam's gotta go on the first line. Yeah, we'll put Cam and Duclair. Actually, Duclair or Cam can play on the second. Lindholm can come out, and we'll put in TJ Brody there. Alright, and then the penalty kill, Factus and Sissons, Tanev, Gardner, I like that. Bastion and Appleton, I like that as well. It's a +5 on that line. The boys are buzzing down there. Brody and Ouellette, I really like that defensive pairing. I guess, yeah, they all fit. We'll get a +1 for that one. Oh boy. And then the 3-man penalty kill, I feel like, yeah, I mean, I don't really care about the penalty kills and stuff. I just want to make sure. And then our goalies is Holtby and Quick. They're not bad. And I feel like there is a good chance we do get rid of one of our defensemen. And one guy I decided to sign was Liam Kirk, because I just like the story of him about how he's from Britain. And, you know, I don't think he's making the NHL anytime soon. But, I mean, it would be fun if he did. Might play him in a game. I mean, would he be? I don't think he would be. I think there's been British people that have played in the NHL before. But, I think we're going to leave the video off there. Actually, no, we are going to check the Year 1 draft. So the draft, we'll look at who it consists of. Let's look at it here. See, the main guy is Guy Grevsel. He is going to be, he is a defenseman, and he's from Canada. He is 6'2", 199. We'll check him out later in the season, you know, figure out what he is. Hanks Ulov, who was put in a random name generator. We'll see how he does. He is, from what I remember, is a sniper, and our third and final guy is JP Vroom. He is pretty good. But, yeah, I think we're going to end off the video there. Don't know when this video will be coming out, but it's going to be a good series, and I hope to get this video out soon. Maybe by Saturday. It is currently Thursday, but I'm hoping by Saturday, and let's hope for Atlanta to win a Stanley Cup in a few years. I'm trying to tank in the first few seasons, so to get those good players in the Year 1, 2, and 3 drafts. So we'll see, and I'll see you guys on the next one.